All right, guys, welcome back to Just the Drills. I'm joined this week, as always, by Max Cooper, D1 golfer and editor. This Saturday, we spoke about the major issues in curvature for a player. We came to the conclusion that most golfers want some curvature, one way or the other, a slight amount. If we look at the issues that cause the curvature problems for the normal golfer, we can identify that they all boil down to a path issue, a face control issue, or a ball position issue. Now, we're going to give you some drills to fix all of those. So if we start looking at club path as an issue, we need to find ways to fix this, okay? Generally, the club path issue starts somewhere in transition with a player that has tilt issues, that has trouble pulling their arms away from their body. But we're going to give you this week some pretty easy drills to fix that path issue. The first drill we're going to do, we're going to take this bucket here. Now, I'm going to set this up on the inside of the golf ball and force Max's path more into out. Now, when he does this, it's going to look pretty easy and effortless. He's a very elite player. For a lot of golfers who really struggle with that big slice, this is going to be a major issue and a hard drill that you're going to have to grind on. If that's you, I'd recommend making air swings at first, building your way into the feel, take the golf ball out of the way, and just feel over and over again what it feels like to get it more into out. So we're going to put it about 1.5 feet in front of the golf ball, just inside. Now you can imagine, if we set up here, if you're pulling that pathway into out, boom, we're going to run right into that. But the goal for Max is going to feel that he's swinging really into out and avoid that bucket. Okay. So that's the feel that we're looking for when we do that drill. All right, so the next drill is the world famous dump under drill. I've posted this a lot. It's pretty easy. Most of you have seen it, but quick explanation. When Max sets up to this golf ball, there's 2 alignment sticks tilted down 25, 30 degrees. Now his goal is going to be to swing underneath the stick in the back and over the stick in the front. Now, once again, if you're the player who's really chopping across it, you're going to have to do a dual movement here. You're going to have to get under and over. I would recommend you get rid of the golf ball at first and make swings where you don't worry about hitting either of them or a golf ball. Good. So that's how the dump under drill works. Under the trail stick, over the lead stick, and that will really help you develop a path that's probably a little too far in to out. But if you're trying to correct that slice, that's a great way to go about it. Now, if you're on the other side of the spectrum, if you're too far into out, you can reverse this drill. Work over the trail stick, under the lead stick. You see me do that with a lot of my players. Little Leighton is caught on Instagram all the time working that specific drill because he has a problem getting the club head way too underneath in transition, and it forces it more out and across and gets the feel that he's looking for. All right, so the next major issue that we're faced with is controlling the club face. So go ahead and demonstrate the grip change here. Start out neutral. So if you're looking at neutral, the V's are going to be right up at the chin, basically, right up the buttons of the shirt. Getting it stronger would be moving the lead hand, left hand for a right-handed golfer, more over the top and getting the trail hand more under. Now, if we need to strengthen it, because we're hitting big hooks, you're probably in this strong position already and want to move back towards neutral. That's the complete opposite, right? We're going to get the lead hand a little bit more under, the trail hand a little bit more over. Now, some players need to get really weak with that, and you can crank it even more so that the V in between your thumb and your trigger finger are pointed over at the left shoulder. So changing the grip is a great way to set the face into a different condition through impact. So a lot of players struggle with understanding how wrist angles cause issues in the golf swing. So go ahead and set up there real quick. Now, if the player gets in a position where the wrist curls down, that gets the face closing more. Whereas if it starts extending, that's going to get the face open more. So we can get in here and understand that more curl down is going to get the face square if you're hitting a big slice, and working towards less in a more neutral position will help you get rid of a hook. So what I suggest a player does is just hit some slow-mo shots, right? Really feel that. He can preset the wrist angle in the beginning of the backswing. Good. Turn. Just concentrate on holding that angle and hit that low little bunt. It'll probably flight lower when you're doing it. Now, one of my favorite things for players to learn face control is to trace things in a mirror. So set up, pretend that the camera's the mirror here, face down the line here, okay? When we go back, we can check our club face. So this is a pretty good position when we get to P2. If it's curled down a little bit, when it works up, keep going up to the top. Now, that face is slightly towards the sky. That's a good position to just keep turning down. Right here, we look at club parallel again. From here, we know we're in control and we can just turn around the corner and keep ourselves a nice neutral grip. Now, you can exaggerate either way when you're sitting in front of a mirror trying to make the change that you need to for your golf swing. All right, so the final thing that we talked about in the video was ball position and how that affects the golf swing. So if we understand that when we're working down, we are going to be hitting more out. For most players, there are players that have compensations, that's not completely true, but the average player, more down will be more out, more up will be left. If we need to change the ball position, we can do a simple alignment drill here. So I'm going to put one stick down that Max can use to make sure his foot angle is correct, okay? Now, I'm going to put another alignment stick down, and we're going to use the middle of his stance here. So I put that down. He can align himself so that he can see that the ball is in the middle of his stance when he's setting up. So go ahead and hit one for me. Beautiful golf shot. So that's a great way to get in here and learn where your ball position is and become a more functional golfer. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.